Also, with this side part, I was kind of rocking that because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind. Justin Timberlake, as we speak, is currently experiencing a downfall he'll probably never recover from. Because there are hundreds of people out there who are currently throwing away the physical copies they own of his music. And I think to some degree he knows this because it's almost like he's paying bots on Twitter to defend his name. No joke. Under tweets being made about Justin forcing Britney to get an abortion, you will see several replies of the exact same thing, word for word, verbatim under these tweets. Two consenting adults made a joint decision what was best for them at that period in their lives. I see no issue. Also, people who were fans of Justin are literally expressing the disgust they have with him. I have lost all respect for you. I don't even care about NSYNC getting together anymore. Oh, now you wanna move on and grow and evolve. You suck, Justin Timberlake. I can never listen to your songs again, and mind you, this comes from a person who grew up being your fan. And if you just scroll through any of his recent posts on Instagram, in the comments, it's just filled with people being disgusted and disappointed in him. And rightfully so! Because in the past couple of days, there's been even more things that have been revealed about what Justin has said or done to Britney since they broke up. There's literally 10-minute videos dedicated to the amount of shit that Justin was talking about Britney after they broke up. 10-minute compilations. Firstly, Justin literally stole the name that Britney wanted to use for one of her future kids and used that name for his dog instead. Who's always home to greet Justin when he comes back from tour? His dogs. Justin has a pit bull / lab mix, 2 boxers named Buckley and Brennan, and a new puppy named Billy.
Oh, what would I name my daughter or son? Goodness. I really like the name Brennan. I think that's really pretty, and I like the name Preston. I think for a guy, I think that's really beautiful.
And look, some of you may be watching this right now and saying to yourself, it's just the name, it's not that big of a deal. And here's my rebuttal to that. Who the fuck would name their dog Brennan? Like, what? Oh, and don't even get me started on the people who think that the woman in me and Britney mentioning Justin in the book is Britney just bringing back old drama. When Justin was literally doing the exact same shit earlier this year. On August 25th, 2023, this year, Justin performed Cry Me a River at Dave Chappelle's birthday party. And even though he was advised not to play the song anymore, he didn't care.
Told me not to do this song no more. Fuck that.
But don't even begin to think that those 2 examples are the only examples that I found. Because as I've said in my previous videos and even in this video, Justin has a concerning history of this. Here's what Justin had to say in an interview he did in 2006, 4 years after they had broken up. When I tell him that I once profiled Spears, he grins devilishly. If I was writing an article about her, I would not be able to fight the urge to write every single dirty thing about her. Oh, okay. So you're a pig. Gotcha. But it gets worse than that somehow. Not just because of this interview he did with Sharon Osbourne shortly after the Britney and Madonna kiss.
The kissing on stage, and I was like, not that I didn't, that I was upset about it, I just wasn't impressed. Yeah, I agree. If you're gonna do it, do it. I would have liked to see some tongue.
Awesome. Just flash something.
Liquor face.
Yes, now you're talking.
Yeah.
That's
hot. That's hot lesbian action.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. That's what.
But what's even worse is that he only mentioned Britney in this interview to promote his new projects. Because Because this is what the literal magazine had to say about Justin's interview before they dived into it. Justin Timberlake is back with his first album in 4 years, a breakout film role, and a new clothing line. But as Robert Haskell discovers, he's not afraid to dig up the past. Okay, Britney? Notice how they talk about new music, new film, new clothing line, and then right after that they say he digs up information about Britney because he knows that's the only reason people will care about anything that he's releasing. And the only reason that I say that Justin uses Britney's name for clout is because he's done this before. His first single, Like I Love You, released a few months later in August 2002. However, wasn't a bona fide hit. It peaked at number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100. Scroll through the tabloid covers of the time and you may notice that it wasn't until a month after the lackluster release that the rumors between Pop's former prom king and queen began to roil. Did she betray him? Read US Weekly's headline in September, a good 6 months after they ended things in March. That's literally Justin's formula and it has been for decades now. Make project, flop, shit on Britney, succeed. Am I wrong? Because he also made a sequel song to Cry Me a River, which is about Britney, for even more clout. They dated from 1998 to 2002, and yet Timberlake constantly, and for years, continued to bring her up in interviews, make digs at her in public forums, and released another possible song about her, What Goes Around Comes Around, in 2006. 4 years after their breakup, when she was already married with a second baby on the way, and her mental health struggles had become tabloid fodder. Or how about that one time in 2003 when Justin hosted SNL and made a complete mockery of Britney's music?
What are you gonna do, dance? Good idea! I'm a slave for you. I cannot
And let's take another trip down memory lane when Justin took an unnecessary jab at Britney's music. Now, before I read this to you, not only did Britney not say anything that would have prompted Justin to say this, but she never even responded to this either. So one side is being yapper of the century and one side is minding her business. In a Details magazine December cover story, Timberlake took shots at Spears' career choices, saying if she had a clue, she wouldn't have made Crossroads. Well, Justin, if you had a clue, you would quit acting entirely, because nobody wants to see you do that.
Look, no, you can't marry 2 people. And I'm marrying one, so I should go, okay? I prayed for you to die in the war. Really. Well, not die. I would have felt completely horrible if you would have died, but I kind of didn't want you to be alive anymore because I couldn't bear the thought of you being with somebody else or of us never seeing each other again, so I gotta go, okay?
Now, I'm going to stop talking about Britney very briefly here and discuss Jessica Simpson. Because not only did Justin literally insult her intelligence on SNL...
So in conclusion, you may call me dumb. You may call me stupid. You may even call me dumb. But think about this.
What, honey? Think about what?
What?
The point? You were making a point?
When?
But he literally used her physically to win a bet. That's it.
I knew Justin Timberlake very well.
Right. Okay.
After divorce, and he was out of a relationship. He was like over at my house.
Oh.
And we shared a nostalgic kiss. And I thought, oh, this is interesting. And he took his phone out and started typing. And I was like, okay, I hope that's not like another girl. Like, did I like stick my tongue out too much or, you know? But apparently him and Ryan Gosling had a bet on who would kiss me first when they were 12 years old. And so he texted Ryan and said he won the bet. And I was like, I was like, oh, okay. So we don't kiss again.
And here's a picture that genuinely disgusted me to my core, and it made me gasp when I first seen it. Here is a picture of Justin shaving his head, and he legitimately says, a coded message to Britney. Honestly, I'm so far removed from that situation. Nobody else mentioned Britney but you. You did that on purpose. Oh, and speaking of Crimea River and Justin Timberlake, Lynn Spears somehow involved herself in this. Because look at what she tweeted a couple of years ago. At J Timberlake, weird hearing your music as an adult. Not only do I appreciate it, I get it. Hashtag Crimea River, hashtag mirror. So you literally know that Crimea River is a dig at your sister, but you're gonna support the man who was trying to tear Britney down to the media at every single chance he got? You're gonna take his side? You're gonna support him? Jamie genuinely despises Britney. Genuinely, to the very core, just hates Britney. And you will not be able to convince me otherwise. Because you're going to support somebody else's book release, but not your very own sister's book release? No wonder she called you a total bitch. Anyways, I'm here for the downfall of these people. Mwah! I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!